Hello my dear students. So in today's class we are going to start with flowcharts and algorithm. So in today's lecture and in this video I am going to talk about what is an algorithm, the properties of algorithm, what is flowchart, merits and demerits of flowchart, and algorithm and flowcharts and coding, the importance of them. So algorithm is really very important in terms of knowing the flow of any program. Suppose you are writing a program, but before going through the coding part, you must know what exactly will be the flow of that program. You must know the logic of the program. You must know what are the inputs, what are the output, and what is the desirable output. And algorithm is based on that. And I'm going to explain it in detail in this video, so make sure that you understand it. So first we will be talking about algorithms. We all know that in mathematics and computer science, algorithm is a finite sequence of well-defined instructions. In other words, we can say that it is step-by-step implementation of particular program. Right. So how we are taking, which inputs we are taking, what is the domain of the input, and what will be the logic and what will be the desirable output. That are the step-by-step implementation of any program, and that is known as algorithm in simple words. So if I give you one example, then here on the screen you can see we are having two numbers as an input and we are going to find the sum of them. So what will we do? First we will start. Every algorithm will be starting with start and ending with stop. Right. So these are the keywords for them. So first we will start. Then we will take two inputs from user. Then we are going to write the logic, that is sum is equal to a plus b or something like that. Here I am storing sum into the other variable c. So c will be a plus b. Right. And then I am going to display c as an output on the screen, on the monitor. And then the algorithm will stop. So that is the first example. In second example, I am going to check whether the given input is even or odd number. And how we will decide that the number is even? If the number is divisible by 2, then the number is called even number. If the number is not divisible by 2, then the number is called odd number. In other words, if the remainder, if we are dividing one number with another and the remainder is 0, that means the number, if we are dividing any number, if we are dividing any number with 2 and the remainder is 0, that means the number is divisible by 2 and that means the number is even. Make sure that you understand this logic. So first we will start. Then we are going to enter any number that we want to check whether it is even or not. Then we are going to write a logic. Check if the number is even or not. And that where the logic holds. And if the number is even, print even. Otherwise print odd. And then end. Now how we are going to write this logic, how we are going to use conditions like this, how we are going to use modulo operator, that all thing we are going to study throughout our course. So don't worry about that part. Right now, as of now, just understand the vocational part. What I am saying, try to understand that. Now we are going to talk about the properties of the algorithm. Algorithm should be finite. It should be terminated in definite time. It it should be properly defined. It must have some proper input and output. It should be effective. Like, you may have so many logic for a single program, but you must choose the effective one, right? So make sure that you choose the effective way of implementing certain program. And last, it should be independent of any programming language. So if you know the algorithm for any particular program, the programming language should not be biased. It should be independent of that. Now we're going to talk about the flowchart. What is the flowchart? Flowchart is nothing but the graphical implementation of an algorithm. So whatever you have, implemented through the algorithm, the steps, that should be represented graphically in order to define the flowchart for that program. Certain symbols are already defined for certain things, like say, suppose you are taking input, or you are displaying the output, or you are performing the logic. Certain shapes are already defined. You just have to mug it up, right? And I'm going to explain which shapes are there. So I think you understand what is flowchart. Merits of flowcharts is that it is very easy to understand, and we know that if I'm telling a word apple, you will imagine apple, maybe iPhone or maybe the fruit, but you will just try to visualize this. So the graphical representation is more effective than just words. So it is very easy to understand. It is easy to explain the logic of program, making code effective and faster. Different symbols are used and serves as a documentation, and easy to detect, locate and remove the bugs. These are the merits of flowchart. What are the demerits? It's very time consuming and monotonous job. Difficult to maintain because each may have different logic, and based on that different flowcharts must be there. Occupy space while documentation and translation to computer program is difficult sometimes. It is difficult to interpret someone else's logic sometimes through the flowchart. So now here I'm going to show you the steps. So for start and end, if you want, we know the word start and end in algorithms. So for those steps, step 1 and the last step, this shape is used, right? Oval shape is used as a start and end. Then for input and output, suppose you are taking input, or you are using some scanf function, or you are printing something on the screen. For input and output, this parallelogram is used. This shape is used for input and output operations. Then for processing, like say for the logic, say you are saying sum is equal to a plus b, or you are performing some kind of modulo operation or some of the logic. For logic or the processing, this rectangular shape is used, right? Editing and calculation of data. Then for decisions, right? Suppose I'm checking whether the given number is even or not. So I have two ways, whether the number is even or the number is odd. I have to take the decision based on some condition, and at that time you can use this diamond shape. How will you implement? I'm again saying this. How will you implement this? That we are going to discuss in the further chapters. As of now, you just try to understand what I'm saying, right? So for decision, this, or for checking logical conditions, diamond shape is used. Then this shape is used to show the flow of the flow chart. Like in which way, what is the flow? Arrows are used. For that, arrows are used. For connector, sometimes it may happen that in one page you have drawn the half of the flowchart, and in another page you want to continue it. At that time you can use this connector. At the end of the first page you have to put the connector, and at the beginning of the second page you also have to put this connector in order to show that this is the continuous flowchart, right? And for that this circle is used as a connector. Then sometimes you can use comments in your program, and I'm going to tell about comments in the second chapter in the next upcoming videos, and at that time you can understand, right? So for that this symbol is used. Here I have given one flow chart for adding two numbers. You can see first we will start, then we are going to take two inputs, and here I have put one comment: user can enter any numbers, and then c is equal to a plus b. That is the logic. So for that I am using rectangular shape, and then display the output as c, and then end the flow chart. This is the very simple flow chart of adding two numbers. Then I have given another flow chart for checking whether the given number is even or not. And here I'll first start the flow chart. Then I'll accept one number which should be checked whether it is even or not. Then I am going to divide it with 2. If the remainder is 0, that means the number is, if this condition is true, that means the number is even, and that means I'm going to display even. And if not, if the condition is false, if the remainder is not 0, that means the number is odd and I'm going to display odd. And at the last, I'm going to put AND. So this is all about flowchart and algorithm. If you have any doubt, you can just comment below the comment section and ask me. I'll try to solve your doubt. And see you in the next class. Thank you so much.